Hi everybody, Mike Pfeiffer with Pfeiffer Hobby again. We're going to do update 51 today. Gavin was over all weekend this weekend, and he was doing a little bit of weathering on some of his equipment. And I managed to get, while he had all the weathering products out, I managed to get some work done on the building. We got some planning done, got some track laid down. We now have the loop working again over here, and I'm going to show you what we have so far. You've seen it, but you haven't seen the work that I've done on the building. I need to put the roof and stuff on it. I'll get into that when I get over there. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this short update. Okay, this area is still kind of a mess, but as you can see, the loop is tied in, and if we don't have a derailment, Gavin's got this train made up pretty long, but we have the siding working, as well as the main line through, which this train here is now on the main line, and it's making the loop. And we'll just track it around and make sure it throws the turnout and gets out of here before I start filming the structures too much. This BNSF locomotive is sitting here because I was using it to test out all the tracks and sidings and so forth. And you possibly just heard the switch throw. And the reversing section, or the reversing unit, has already worked. And it's headed out of here. So let's go see what's going on. Okay, this is pretty much how the power plant is going to lay out. We're pretty much certain that this is how it's going to sit. And if we go down here and look down the siding, it's very narrow back there, and it's narrow on purpose because I just didn't want a bunch of that track showing. Try and disguise as much as I can. I think I got into it before that this stack here with the red on it is an intake stack, so it won't be weathered very heavily. You can see that I've done the weathering on the power plant and put the decals on there, and weathered the cooler. The tall stack is going to be weathered somewhat. Because they wash the pollutants out of it, it probably won't be too messy, but it'll have some grime on it. I've got to do the roof on this building today. I'm also going to put lighting. I'm going to put a small light in all four corners of the top of the building, and put a light over the door down there. I'm going to put a blinking red light in the top of the smokestack. And I'm probably going to put one in the top of this smokestack as well, or this intake stack. The water tower that you see there is going to go in here somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where it's going to go, but it also has a blinking light built into it already. And it's going to receive a little bit of weathering. If I back up here, you can see that we've put the other siding track back in, this one here. We've put this track back in. I had taken it out. You can also see that we've put a turnout in. You can see that there's a mess, but you can see that there's a turnout in number 6 right over there, and a 19-inch radius attached to that, which brings this track out and allows this building here to sit in there nicely. And by the way, I guess I'm forgetting or omitting a part where we changed our mind and turned this building around this way. That building was going to sit back where that water sprayer is, but we decided that it looked too linear there, and we needed to break up the monotony of the linear look of everything there. The train is coming back, but let me go over to the other end and just show you what that looks like from that vantage point. Okay, the train is headed out of here, but as you can see, and I think I explained in the last video, this turnout right here is going to remain in there, and it will allow access coming in to the engine facility. We have no plan for that yet, other than what I've said in the last video of that structure on the left over there still being used again. As you can see, I still have a lot of junk sitting here, but basically all of this track is working. Here's the turnout that goes into this building, which we have yet to determine what it's going to be, but it's going to be something. And that's how it looks from this end. Now let me go down here and show you what else is going to happen down here scenery wise. Okay, this is what's going to happen down here. This little road is going to go off the layout right here, going to cross the track. It's going to go right down along this siding in between the cooling tower. Let me move this down. This is just for reference purposes of the width of the road. It's going to run between the cooling tower, and it's going to make a turn in right here. By the way, this stuff is miniature highways or highway miniatures or something like that. Anyway, it's actually a tar paper kind of material, thin roofing felt. So I use roofing felt for my other roads. So this will tie in and go in right here. They're underneath this structure right here. When they separate all of the contaminants out of the smokestack, I'm assuming that they collect that. And there's little chutes down underneath there, and it looks to me like a truck could pull under there and they could empty that out and take it and haul it off as slag or something of that nature. So there'll be an access and probably pavement underneath that to allow trucks to get in under there, and then there'll be a big parking lot over here to allow access to these freight doors or these shipping doors over here on that side of this building here. So pretty much that's it. And then I'm planning on putting a chain link fence all the way around the power building here. Almost ran over my road there. But anyway, I'm going to put chain link fence around there. Let me tell you what else I have planned back here. Okay. While there is no actual location for the coal train to dump anything, I'm planning on painting piles of coal back here. I have another one of these, the Powerplant Building, basically. That structure right there, I think I told you I cut down this one. I cut down from the Superior paper, and if I swing around here, down on the floor I have another Superior paper building, which is just a duplicate of the power plant. And I'm going to cut some of that down, and it's going to become a flat, and that flat is going to take up a good space back behind here, but it's just going to be exactly that, very flat, because I don't have much space back there. But in theory, that would be the incoming coal would go into that building and sifted and that kind of stuff. And then there'll be a chute that'll pass across right here. It'll connect this corner of this building or straight across. I'm not really sure how it's going to work, but straight across or at an angle to the flat that I put over here. That will be the way to transfer the coal from the building flat that'll be here over to the power plant. And how that coal gets into that building is taking place off the back of that building somewhere. So that's the best idea I could come up with without building a whole coal pile and unloading facility. But that's pretty much it, or how it's going to shake down for the power plant. Okay, guys and gals, I hope you enjoyed this update 51. As you can see, we're making some headway. I think it's going to slow me down a little bit. I'm going to try and work on the power plant today a little bit more. Put some lighting. I'm going to start doing some lighting in some of these larger buildings, and hopefully it turns out good. Anyway, you can now see where this is going, and I hope you enjoy it. And as usual, thanks for watching.